Hello! This video is for week 3, milestone 3 of our 341 class. This is the Uno React app. So essentially, we needed to have a working UI that displays what's on the screen now. When the program's first started, when you click Start Game, it displays the first top card, and then all 4 hands with all 7 cards still in there. And then when you click Next Turn, should progress play. There's no real narration at all in this stage. As far as what needed to be done, looked like right off the bat, 2 things I could point out is application name and favicon need to be updated. As you can see, that's been updated. I used my old favicon from my last app, and I called this the Uno React app. There's really no need, I guess, to go into code per se. I'll just make this full screen then. So go ahead and get started then. My server's running in the background already. We'll click start. So we click start, and we can see initial top card with no narration. We don't know what color this is though, but that'd be fine. We'll get that hammered out next week. We can see all the hands are ready to go. So we'll see what color was potentially called there with the next one. Okay. You know what? Yeah, that was a bug. I think it was calling it black. I've been trying to fix that issue. All right. So top card in this go around is yellow 2. So should see that 6 probably go, which we do. The 5. And then probably going to go ahead and play reverse. And they're going to probably play the reverse again. And then that 6. Yeah. So we can just see it kind of follows down logically. Played a pick up 2 here. So player 1 had to pick up 2 cards. Player 2 is going to go ahead and play. We're reversing. Plays a skip. Be this guy's turn. He plays a skip, so it'd be player 2's turn. And didn't have anything. Drew a card. They'll go Uno. They played a +4. Player 1 did, so picks up on last player for them to pick it up. It'll be player 3's turn. There we go. Now we have winner. And on mine, I use the GIF. I have a folder full of GIFs on mine in my project. It's in this folder called Win, and I just have several different ones that I can choose from, and I can, if I wanted to, I can change that to whatever I like, whenever I like in the code. Probably set it up so it randomizes that, with like a randomizer every time. I'm assuming you probably could. Might try that. Be kind of cool. But yeah, that's the one it's selected right now. I don't play games, I win them. So we can see, keep clicking next turn. Obviously, it's not going to do anything because the game's over. So we want to start another game. Go ahead and click restart game. And we get fresh cards this time. And top card and all 7 displayed. And we'll run through this game real quick. Got a winner real quick on that one. There we go. It just keeps on going like that every time. And my background, it doesn't really necessarily scale, but it does stay centered within the back. So we'll go ahead and drag this around. You can see the cards stack up like they should, and that Uno background kind of covers the back, although the size seems to get bigger as we get closer, but that's fine. It's working for now, but yeah, every time we click restart game, maybe we can see it's obviously, you know, reinitializing a game because we're getting all these different hands and top card combinations. As far as actual game code goes for Java, I did in the game controller, for me to get my initial hand, I did it this way, and I realized after the fact there's probably a different way of doing it. But I set up a Boolean to be false, and then if it is false, it would run through this block, trip init to be true, and then it would return API .get init, which I had written basically as a method here that's just returning a new turn of just hands and top discard. I did also overload my constructor so I could just have a hand and a discard turn, because the first initial part of the game is not going to have all this other information. So that's how I came up with making that work. I think there probably is a better way, but for now this is working just fine. Let's see. Let me check and make sure that's everything. I would say right now the one thing I got to work on still is when I ported my original Java code into the API. I had to rewrite my my action hands, like for drawing cards, like the +4s and draw 2. Still working out some of the kinks on that. Only because I was trying, I needed to basically affect action without affecting current player. And I realized that I could have just used a shallow copy of current player, and that would have done the trick every time I needed it. So that's ended up what I ended up doing. I just modified my code so that it would use a shallow copy instead, and I still got to play with it a little bit because it's not perfect. But beyond that, as far as the minimum requirements for this particular milestone, I believe the bar has been nailed. But that's it for now. Until next time, hooey ho.